Good evening, everyone. Again, this is Samuel Lombardo, the CEO of SL Models and Talent Agency, LLC. Unleash the artist within and let your light shine. It has been a long day, and of course, when I do these recordings as of right now, I'm doing them hardcore, meaning that there is no editing, there is no plugging in or whatnot. There may be some additions because I want to try to be a little creative and make my videos more available, make you to showcase my videos in a much more reasonable way. But the purpose of this video is basically to give you the 5 key features of Slmta, the 7 key components of Slmta, and the 5 key points of Slmta. And then we're going to end with our events that we have coming up that I want to actually share with you and let you know a little bit more about what those events will do and what we are going to be sponsoring. So starting with the 5 key features of Slmta, let me just lay them right out to you in the forefront. They are booking and touring, presentation, readiness, performance readiness, that is, development, and administration. Now, with the 5 key features of Slmta, why is booking and touring so featured with Slmta? Well, it's an important thing. One is that we are a booking agency. We're not a school. We're not some consulting company or firm. We are a booking agency. And of course, touring comes in because a lot of artists out there really want their work to be shown, and sometimes they are booking internationally or nationally. Okay, so it is a very important thing that we are distinguished in that way. Now, what is presentation? What is the presentation feature of Slmta? It's all about our key guidelines within the Slmta, which are going to be coming up, the 7 key components of Slmta. But our presentation also means how we represent our models and artists, our models and talent, to the actual clients that we are working with, or against working with relating to other agencies. Well, it's been a long day, so forgive me if I mess up somewhere. Performance readiness. Performance readiness is the way that we treat our models and artists, our models and talent, where we will actually help brand them, build them. It could be with our partnered companies, etc., but we are doing what we need to do so that they are ready to perform. The idea is that they are out there and that they are ready. We're not talking about somebody that wants to be a model and then looks like they could be one. We're talking about one that is a model and is out there and ready to do it. That's the difference here. Development. Development is someone who is coachable. Some people are not coachable. They think they already have what it takes. Well, if you got what it takes, then please let me know when your next booking is, because I'd like to come out and see you in your presentation. All right? But that is where development comes in at. And administration, we feature our administration. Why? Because we see that it is important to keep the utmost accountability, integrity, and trustworthiness of both our clients and our models and talent whom we serve. Okay, the 7 key components of Slmta. 7 of them. Integrity, transparency, trustworthiness, professionalism, safety, completeness, and administration again. What is integrity? Why is integrity so important? It's one thing to say one thing and then turn around and do another. Is that what we want to be known as? Do we want to be known as, well, you know, here is a cup of tea. That's what we're going to say. Here's a cup of tea. But when you go and you taste it, sorry, I had to find an excuse to actually get a drink. You find out it's Sprite and not tea. Is that integrity? No, it's not integrity. In fact, it even kills the trustworthiness and the transparency. These are 3 things at the top of our list that we need to make sure everybody understands. We give real talent. So if the talent isn't there, we don't give nothing. Same way with the client. I need to be able to work with clients that say, yeah, I hire this casting agency, or I work with that agency or whatnot, and we're doing photo shoots like on the regular, you know, or something to that sort. We have something for pro bono, we have something for stars, we have something for teens, we have something for women, we have something for men, we have something for kids, whatever, right? But then you go there and you find out you just walked in and you want to walk out the minute that you walk there. Is it something that I'm going to take lightly? Or is it the other way around? It goes right back to if this was tea versus Sprite. The agency is not going to want, a casting director will not want Sprite if they asked for tea. But because they're thirsty and Sprite is another option and they like it, they would go ahead and just say, all right, I like it, but that's not what I wanted. But do you think that they're going to actually accept that as an excuse again? No, they wouldn't work with you because what you thought you were bringing to the table and they thought something differently. You have to be transparent. So you have the integrity of Sprite versus tea, and then you have the transparency that you know that, okay, so let's just say they didn't have tea. Would Sprite be another option? You're still going to get a drink. It's still going to be a large cup. It still will quench your thirst. But unfortunately, it's not going to be the tea that you want. Is it something else that you can work with? And then they have their transparency and they may say, no, I want tea. I'll just go to McDonald's. They have better tea anyway. Oops. Well, sometimes rejections are meant to be to be able to train agencies and models and the directors and whoever what is missing and what needs to be done. So it is very important for you to understand that this isn't about that tea is any better than Sprite. Okay. And then, of course, professionalism. Don't go there and blow up in their face like, oh, you this and that, and you that and that, call them a rat or whatever the case may be. No. You have to accept it and move on. Especially, like, how do you not know who you're going to know if you run into another ordeal that maybe you land that booking? Okay, so that director don't like Sprite, would rather have tea. But then you go next door and that one's like, Oh, I like peaches and cream. Oh, that's better. Yeah. You know what? I have a better solution for that. And then you go and you make them peaches and cream because it's a real good drink. So sometimes you get rejected in one area and you find out the best in another area. So keep your professionalism up. It's important to be professional in this industry, even if you are being rejected. Safety. This comes in with trustworthiness, integrity, and transparency. Why? Because I'm going to be very blunt here. If I have an 8-year-old daughter that's going to come in to do a photo shoot of Nightingale, or whatever the case may be, I better not be seeing her going to some nude shop where they're going to be taking bathing suit photos or lingerie or whatever, and there happens to be this guy that's 38 years old doing the photos. Or let's go back with another example, and let's just say that you have the modeling with other 8-year-old girls, right? But the mother doesn't feel comfortable about what is being obligated to her daughter, so is suggesting some other way of doing something. Is that irresponsible for the daughter because she doesn't want to go and do it? Or is it possible that you should have been more clear about the transparency of this director, what she was doing in the first place? That is where the importance of safety comes in at. Then completeness. Completeness is that when you have the integrity, you have the transparency, you have the professionalism, you're trustworthy, and you are safe, you are then complete. You know you're accountable. It is your responsibility to be accountable. You are professional. You are safe. There is integrity, trustworthiness, and transparency throughout. You now can be complete in yourself, within the agency, within the clients the agency works for, and the people that surround you. Also, completeness works in a realm of agency work because they feel that they are ready. That's why we have presentation, readiness, performance readiness, development. And then, of course, our last one of the key components of SLMTA is administration again. Because through that completeness, we can administrate exactly what our models and talent want. And these is where the clients come in. And through the clientele, we have a way around the completeness of our models and talent. So all is a revolving circle or domino effect. If the administration doesn't work, completeness starts to fall. Now your safety starts to run low. Professionalism looks a little crappy. The trustworthiness is going out the window. Transparency, you're going to have to make up story to make yourself look like you're something that you're not. And integrity, well, because you look like something that you're not, now you look like a big liar. See how it all revolves around? That's why I like actually doing the work that I do, because I actually know how to question in a way of completeness whether or not I can see a person right from the first minute if whether or not it's going to be something that I'm going to work with or not. Now, I don't want that to be mixed up with some of the folks whom I had communicated with and then might have stopped communicating with. That's a whole nother issue in there. So that has nothing to do with what I just said. This has to do with the fact that I could see someone. If you're going to just give me a bunch of photos that you have filters on, if you want to wear whiskers, go ahead and wear whiskers. If you look better like a dog, then maybe you need to go, figure something out so that, You get where I'm getting at. I don't have to go there. But I'm not a dog, and I don't need whiskers. Bad enough I gotta shave every 2 days. It's my beard and my mustache. If I have whiskers growing out, I'm gonna have some problems. And then the 5 key points of SLMTA. This is the 5 key points of SLMTA. Integrity is up at number 1. Artistic expression, accountability, safety again, and facilitate. Well, integrity. We've just talked about that for about maybe the past 5 minutes of the 15 minutes I've been on this live show right now thus far. If you don't get it right the first time, it could be the only time that you get. It's like no other job interview. Don't give me a bunch of pictures. I'm going to be talking in a realm of the agency to the model and potential talent. Don't give me a bunch of pictures that have you with whiskers or dog ears or like watermarks on your cheek. Like, unless you actually have the mark, stop trying to beautize your pictures into something that you are not. Okay? Now, with that being said, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not saying that you're not beautiful. Everybody is beautiful in their own way. So let me get that straight. What I'm talking about is when I say raw pictures, that we want the integrity of the model with raw pictures, we are talking about exactly like how I am right now. It's raw. I'm not even editing this video. I'm not doing nothing. It is me. This is who I am. This is the pictures behind me. It is exactly what it is. Point blank, cut dry, right? That is the integrity, because I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to hide. If you don't want me to be your manager or your agent, that's not going to sadden me. But I do want to make it very, very clear to you that we take integrity as number 1. So you need to be real. Stop sitting there trying to make yourself look like something. And if you do look like something where you want to model, then instead of sitting there crying on one window talking about how, oh, this could be looking like a scam and all that, and then going into the other window talking about, oh, look how beautiful I am, I wonder why nobody's picking me up. Well, I wonder why. Because your professionalism isn't really great. You might look beautiful, but your sass, your personality does not match what you look like. Think about that. So, I look beautiful in this shirt, right? And then this is me doing the video. Now, it used to be me doing this video, but I've learned how to actually record and know that I don't really care. Rejection is going to happen either way. So I'm going to be who I am in the way that it is, and I'm going to show the integrity of the company. But think about it. So I'm in this, right? And this is my video. The 5 key components of SLMTA is integrity. You better make sure that you're not telling me lies. Because if you're going to tell me lies, then I don't want you. Just, forget it. Whatever, And, you know what? Transparency. Well, I used to work with Madonna. I used to work with reggae and, I even used to work with bluegrass bands and all the country clubs and everything, and boy, did they like exactly, I don't understand that. Why is it that nobody knows what my agency is? Why doesn't nobody want to trust me? You know what? Trustworthiness. Man, oh man. Why don't you just give me a chance so that I can show you I could do it? Seriously. You know, it's like this jar of pennies, you know? They fill up and then they overflow, and, you know, am I going to live off of pennies for the rest of my life? Come on, folks. Pick me today. Pick me today. I'm telling you, pick me today. I'll be the one for you. I'll do everything. Professionalism. Oh, you know what, you dumbass? Let me tell you something. This isn't going to work. You know what? I'm tired of people with the flies down. I'm tired of people with the tight shirts. I'm tired of the mini dipping. I'm tired, you know. You know what? That's it. I'm completely finished with this. And then here comes the phone call. Ready for this, improv? I would be interested in the most luxurious model that you could ever find. Please let me know. Here are the descriptions below. Oh, that matches me. Hold on. A watermark right here. A little thing right there. Let me masquerade it like... Ooh, I look worse than I look worse than a clown. Holy smoke! So I hope they love me like that. Hold on. Let me smear it up over here. Smear it up. You know what? This looks pitiful. You know, okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and edit my photo real quick. Ooh, whiskers and stars. Wow. This would be interesting. I wonder how she would like me crawling around the floor with a tail and dog ears and some whiskers. Maybe I should, like, instead of talking, I should go whoop, whoop, whoop. Holy smokes. I think I'm complete. I like this. So now it's time for me to go right now to the audition. I walk in there. Do you have a resume, sir? I do not, but you know what? I did give you that photo last night. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not looking for dogs who do our shows. We actually need a real nice, fine gentleman, and unfortunately, you don't pet the bill. Oh, come on, you dumb... I'm always getting rejected all the time. Why is it? You know what? My company is nothing but a scam. All they do is just take the money from me, and then I go to these auditions, and you're just a waste of my time, and I'm sick and tired of it. Maybe I should get my mother or something, and then she could yell at you, because I have done everything that I could do. Well, sweetheart, let me just give it to you this way. If you didn't pose as a dog, we would have emailed you and it would have saved you enough time. But, you know, this is where we are at. We see you. We asked for photos. We wanted a headshot. We wanted a body shot. We wanted a side shot. We wanted a 2/3 shot. And you give me a shot of you with whiskers, long tail, hooves. I don't know what the heck you were giving me. And we're supposed to work with that? I mean, we're not asking for the meow frisky show here. Then here comes the administration. Unfortunately, I am so sorry that this individual acted the way they did. I had a talk with them. They are no longer on our roster. I'm really sorry, and I hope that this didn't hurt you in any way. We are going to make sure that what is on our roster meets the needs of the individual client, and that would include yourself. Would you care to respond? Look, this is what we are going to do. For now, we are going to need to see online auditions that represents who they are specifically. And then we will decide whether or not we are going to accept them into an actual face-to-face audition. We need to make sure that you keep the utmost importance of your integrity. But I appreciate you coming back to us to let us know your sincerity and transparency of this individual. Have a nice day. Now that improv explains everything about why it is that integrity is so important. Artistic expression. Everybody has an express that they want to make, artistic, and they have an artistic style. Even in fashion, it's fashion gothic. It could be bohemia. It could be, pink socks, shoelaces. Who knows? Okay, and with that expression, they utilize that expression. It is who they are. So while I have a roster, I might have a teeny bopper who is 5'9", blonde hair, blue eyes, or whatever the case may be. But not everybody's going to be looking for the blonde hair, blue eyes, 5'9", tiny, skinny little girl. They might be looking for this big, muscular, gothic look. They could be looking for this really easygoing, mellow bohemia. It could be anything. I'm just using that as an example. But your artistic expression shows us who you are. So it is your integrity, it is your artistic expression that is going to give us the bill to sign you. It will give us the bill to sign you. Now, if I don't see any expression in it, if I just see like, I like dogs. Whoop. I might just tell you, go home, learn how to go on all four. So paint a whisker or two if you want to. But if you cannot deal with the frisky show without actually frowning on yourself, then there is no expression there. So your artistic expression is going to show us who you really, who you are. Maybe not so much who you really are, but in most cases it would even allude to that. The accountability. The accountability is that you are accountable for your own actions. Okay? Now there is a point in this, that's why I said the clients are accountable for their action. We as the agency are accountable for our actions, and you as the model and the talent are responsible and accountable for your actions. But your accountability might go in different ways. Like for the client, it could be that they are looking for specific people to fill a certain role. You're not going to try to make yourself fit into a role that you don't fit into. Point blank. Now, there is a point in there where some folks could actually try to do it, and then we would ask about it. We wouldn't lose a client because of that. Where we would be losing a client, we never lost clients. Okay? But where you would run the risk of losing a client if you're an agency is if you were actually promising them one thing, and it turns out to be another thing, just so that you could try to scam the client on a model that they were not interested in to begin with. You would definitely lose a client in that way. That's the top number one way you would lose a client. So if you want to lose clients, you want to act like everything is hunky-dory, but you don't want to do this no more, and that's one way to really lose them and put a bad name on yourself. Safety, it goes with accountability and your integrity. Again, safety is in there. Why? Because you are accountable for your actions, regardless of who we are, as the agency, as the model and talent, or as the client. Okay? Facilitating. I'm not here to babysit you. I'm going to tell you that bluntly and straight up and forefront. Okay? I'm not here to babysit you. However, I am actually, one of my business tactics that I use is being a facilitator. So I leave you guys the room to actually interpret what it is that you need to do. And you take accountability for your own actions. That's what that is. But don't come to me as if it was my fault, or give me every excuse in the book as to how this could look like a scam, or why this is a scam, or this and that and the other thing. First of all, Slmta is nowhere near a scam. I don't plan to scam. There's no fraud. I'm not going to deal with that. I would just tell you that if you're extremely worried about being scammed, then try to figure out how you're going to make it yourself doing the same thing, and see where it actually fits the bill. If it actually fits the bill that you could go ahead and sign your own self up for modeling gigs without actually pretending to be anything else other than who you are, then I would probably say that you're not a scam. And at the same time, you're not going to be someone that just wants to be something, but that you're actively doing it regardless. But the truth, here's the truth to be told. Anybody is going to talk about somebody else of who they actually are. So if I was to sit here and tell you you're a scam, you're a scam, you're a scam, what's the thing that's flowing in the back of my mind? How I'm going to scam you. You are what you say. So if you're going to tell me that I'm dumb or whatever, then I'm just going to be like, thank you for letting me know that. I really do appreciate it. But, the dumb one is the one that doesn't know exactly what had happened here, and therefore cannot comprehend what he or she should be doing. That's what a dumb one is. So, I'm sorry if I'm being very blunt in some spaces in this, but I wanted it to be very, very honest, transparent about what is going on here, and that is the biggest thing. So, there is no scamming going on, because that is the number one thing. We cannot stand anybody scamming anybody, whether it's a model and talent for the client and the agency, or if it's the agency for the model and the client, model and talent and the client, or if it's the model and talent for the agency and the client, or anything else in between. The scamming is a poor example or a poor excuse for actually explaining what you want to do. And what you want to do is not, there's a difference of wanting to be something and actually wanting to do something. You can't be a wanna do. It don't work that way. Why? Because you're not actually doing it, you're pretending to do it. Okay, so you can't be a wanna-do. You can be a wanna-be. Why? Because you want to be something, so you're going to try to do something to make it look like you're doing it, but it doesn't look like anything compared to what it is that you're actually doing. Why? Because I would be asking you, even if you're trying to tell me that back in 12th grade, you were a model for this, and that, so then the excuse would be, well, you know, that school is closed now. Then I would have to probably question, why did that school close? Believe me, I had explanations like that in my face before. I don't buy into them anymore. And another thing that models and talent must understand, you need to upgrade your resumes as you are doing your work. So if I'm talking to you and having an interview, right, instead of you sitting there trying to tell me how much of a scam I am, or that I forced you or whatever to come all the way, whichever way far, you should have been prepared. You should be having your face and everything looking like what your photos are, unless they have been filtered. And you should be having your resume updated to things that can be contacted today. If you're giving me stuff from back when you were in high school, it's just not going to work. Especially if you're going to tell me that half the stuff ain't even open no longer. Well, what am I supposed to do with that? And then you're going to act like you're going to tell me, oh, I love this one. I got to improv this one more time, and then I'm going to let you go. This is the one thing that I really love about the unprofessional individual who want to try to say that I'm a scam artist. You ready? So I'm going to be the agency, and I'm going to be the person who comes into the agency. I'm going to pull another act. So I see you're looking for models and talent. What are you looking for? So today, SL Models and Talent Agency is looking for petite print commercial teen. So anyone between the ages of 8 and 25. Well, I'm 35, and I had experience back when I was 12 years old. I used to model for this Grand Conserve school up in New Hampshire. Unfortunately, they're closed, but, you know, I still am in contact with some of my friends from there. Oh, really? So who are some of your friends from there, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, well, you know, like George Jones, Tommy Hillix, you know, a few of the big ones, you know. Yeah, you know who they are. Yeah, sure. Wink. So what else have you done in the modeling realm? I see that you were in a modeling school, but you knew a lot of singers that were your friends. So that's very interesting. So, who else do you know in the modeling world? Oh, well, you know, I know, like, this fine artist. I used to work with him, and it's all, like, nude art and all of this. And I'm just sitting there, like, you know, I was astonished. I was like, do you have a copy of your picture that he actually drew you on? Oh, well, you know, I had it in my thumb drive, but then when my computer crashed, it just took everything away. I had nothing left, so I don't know where it went. Well, do you know the name of the person that actually drew you? Well, this was so long ago, I can't remember. I wish I did. So I was like, is there anything else that you want to bring to me, to my attention about this resume that you got in front of me? Like, how did you grow whiskers overnight and lose them the next day? How did that work? Oh, well, no, that was just a photo op. I just wanted to be cute. I was like, well, I mean, you don't have to look cute with whiskers. My God, you would be scaring me away. I mean, no offense to you, but I just saying, I don't need your claws scratching at me if something bad happens. No. It was just me. I'm just being cute. That's how it is. Like that. No. Well, okay. So, um, can you tell me what is the first thing, if I'm looking at you right now, what is the first thing I would want to see as a model? I'm confused. Like, can you ask that question again? Sure. Let me abbreviate just a little bit better. Um, so every person goes in and they're going to a model interview or an audition. What are they usually wearing? Oh, well, see, like here, like I like to wear eyeliner. So when the eyeliner shines up, it has to be the color of the least color of your clothing. And that I was told that the least color of the thing, like it will come out, and then your shoes would, okay, that doesn't tell me anything. What it really tells me is that you need a little lesson on your modeling perspective. But what do you normally wear when you go into an audition? Come on already. That's what I'm thinking in the back of my mind. Well, I would think it'd be casual, wouldn't it? I don't know. You tell me. Do you look casual? Do you look like exactly what I asked you to wear when I told you to come in to see me? Well, unfortunately, I don't have any like black or anything like that, or jeans or anything like that. That wasn't the point. The point is that I say of elegant, something comfortable, casual, and that it must be attired to your look. I do not see any of that. What I see is somebody with eyeliner trying to poke out the pink in their little pink striped shirt. No, that's not how I would actually say it in real life, but I'm improving, okay? So, why don't we try this again? Why don't you come back next week and we have another interview? Okay? And please bring an updated version of your resume. So next week comes around and guess what? Here we go again. Only difference is at this time I have no photos and there is no resume. So guess what? Where's your updated resume? Well, by the time I chopped everything out of it, there was nothing left. So you are a new model then. You're a new face. Yes. Okay, it's one thing to know makeup, it's another thing that you are actually knowing how to model, that you are modeling, and that you have the poses for the model. Where's those at, by the way? I don't have a good photographer. Do you have one? Well, sure, yeah, but I mean, you're gonna have to invest in it. It'll be about $350. Would you like me to book you a time that you can be? No, because I don't think it's gonna benefit me. I mean, are you gonna be able to book me jobs? First of all, I have to be very blunt with you. The photography doesn't guarantee anything, but the photography has more of a guarantee of you being seen by the potential clients of ours. And we keep those clients in a very high confidential level, especially concerning someone who needs to gain up experience in the realm of fashion design. I can see potential. I won't lie there. I have the integrity to tell you that I do see potential. But what I do not see is someone who is actually willing to actually take the time to do the work to get ready for that potentiality that I'm talking about. I see someone who is pretending that they want to look like, because they know makeup or whatever, that I am this potential model and I know what I'm doing. I can color my hair in rainbow colors. I could cut my toenails down to the ribs. I can even bring out the little pink color of my shirt with my eyeliner. But what I don't know is if you actually have what it takes to be the model. I just see you trying to showcase that you want to be, but you're not doing the work. So, until you're ready to do the work, I would probably say that we can communicate at another time. You can email me and keep me in the loop. But that's where it stands right now. I'm not telling you that you got to spend money with us to do anything. What I'm telling you is that even if I told you that you need a portfolio, you're going to have to figure out where you're going to get it done. You obviously didn't have a photographer. That's what you told us. So if you can get a portfolio done and it looks like a portfolio of what an agency is looking for, like if you want to get on CQ magazine, then you're going to have to show us that you want to get on CQ magazine. Don't just say that you want to be in CQ magazine. Because my job is to make sure that once I get you to where you need to be, that you have the potentiality to actually be in CQ magazine. But here's the other thing I need you to consider too. You also need to be considered to be coachable. And we have coaches to help you out, but you're going to have to work with us. It is not with the agency, but it is with someone that we collaborate with that would be interested in coaching you. But you're going to have to be able to bring that coachability to the table. That is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to integrity, artistic expression, accountability, safety, and facilitation. Now, I know that I was supposed to talk a little bit about the different events that are going on, but I'm going to have to cut this short because I have many other things that are happening. But if you can, please subscribe. Comment down below, and if you do like the video in any shape or form, please like it. But definitely comment, hit that bell, and smash that subscribe button, because there is so much more information that you're going to be learning so much from me. Right now it's just cut dry and raw. As you can tell, that's how I'm doing the video. But when it does come to like tutorials, classes, and things like that, that's going to be a different thing. And I'm going to be having people signed up. that take some of these classes that I'm going to be teaching soon on YouTube Live. I look forward to working with you and to serving our community better. Till next time, have a blessed night.